It was October 30th, 1938.
The Martians have landed. Panic and mass hysteria ensued on October 30th, 1938, after a national CBS radio broadcast was interrupted to report that astronomers had detected some disturbances on the surface of Mars. Enormous blue flames were shooting up from the Martian surface. It was then reported soon after that a huge flaming object believed to be a meteorite had just impacted on a farm near Grover's Mill, New Jersey. However, on-scene reporter Carl Phillips soon updates the listeners that upon his viewing of the object, he can see that it does not look like a meteor, but instead looks more like a huge cylinder about 30 yards in diameter. He then says he has never seen anything like it, describing the object as metallic and yellowish-white in color. Phillips then asks an on-site professor astronomer if he thinks it's a meteor. The professor replies that he does not know what to think, but that the metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial, not found on this Earth. "Just a minute, something is happening," Phillips interrupts. "Ladies and gentlemen, this is terrific. The end of the thing is beginning to break off. The top is beginning to rotate like a screw. The thing must be hollow." Phillips then describes a bear-sized creature exiting the object with tentacles and black eyes gleaming like a serpent. The mouth, he says, has got a V shape with saliva dripping from its lips. Then all of a sudden, this creature disposes of the advancing authorities using some sort of heat ray. A break in the action with a short amount of silence is followed by an announcer reporting that he had just been handed a message that came in from Grover's Mill by telephone. At least 40 people, the announcer relays, including 6 state troopers, lie dead in a field east of the village of Grover's Mill, their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition. This creature then returns to its craft only to soon reappear in some sort of 3-legged machine armed with a death ray and disposes of 7,000 armed soldiers. After this, the announcer says, "Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable assumption that those strange beings who landed in the Jersey farmlands tonight are the vanguard of an invading army from the planet Mars." The mass hysteria and panic this report said to have brought was incredible, but it was all just a hoax. It was famous actor Orson Welles and his theatric company called the Mercury Theater that was responsible for this CBS radio adaptation of H.G. Wells' 1898 novel War of the Worlds. Directed and narrated by Orson Welles, this radio drama, which some now call the Panic Broadcast, demonstrates the power and influence of media. Whether or not there was as much public panic as claimed, we can clearly see many examples in our modern age of this same type of influence. Indeed, science fiction is arguably the world's leading genre and has literally shaped the minds of many of its viewers. Even news headlines like "Life on Mars" or "New solar system may harbor life" has influenced the masses into many fanciful ideas. Yet with all of these amazing headlines remain to be found a single shred of evidence for these claims. Therefore, it is imperative to separate science fact from science fiction.